Hello YouTubers, fellers, fellettes, guys and gals. Welcome back to the shop. We've been off for a while for a lot of different reasons. One, the move to the other shop. Two, it's been so busy, haven't had time to really do any videos. Three, a lot of medical issues between my wife and I. Turns out I got 4 herniated discs. So I'm kind of jacked up on drugs and everything until I can get some epidurals. But we're going to come back and we're going to kind of just take you around right now and show you what's going on in the shop, and then got a car outside to shoot down, and we're going to get to that in a second. All right, so the 66 Mustang Salvador, it's been slow, but motor's back in. We're using it as a storage bench right now, but the motor's back in, engine compartment's painted, car's rhino lined, body color, suspension's back on. We're working on the quarters. Deck lid is fit, hood is fit. We had to straighten out the front end at the old shop. Kevin over there did a great job getting it straight. So that's something I work on kind of after work. 67 F100 dump truck, 352 motor. We are doing a Holley Pro injection install, wire and a brand new wiring harness. Yes, the wiring in this is a mess. I'm leaving it that way until we get this thing up and running. We have extra wires that are not being used. They're going to end up getting just tied up in the looming, and then we'll make this all pretty. Inside the cab, again, all new wiring harness. We had the tank modified, had 2 bungs put in so that we could run our supply and return into the tank. The tubes go all the way down to the bottom, so hopefully it's not too noisy on the return side. But very, very cool truck. Customer is very excited to get this done and back. And then we're going to get rid of all this wood here, and we're actually going to do metal sides for this that fold down so he can side load. I don't know, it's like a 2011 F150 up on the lift here. And this needs a transfer case. So we're in the middle of taking that out. Actually, Chip is. That's my shop partner. Outside we got Landon is working on his 89 F150. And this is the meat of the matter, today's project. 2016 Honda Odyssey. Got a long crank and no horn. This is a commercial vehicle used for medical transport. So this is one of those that's got to be in and out today. And, well, let's see what's going on. Alright, so first things first. Let's see what we're working with here. 2010 Honda Odyssey. My apologies. So, customer states no horn and long crank. Let's see. Yep, no horn. How do we turn this off? There we go. Let's see what it takes. Oh, that fired right up. Huh. Well, don't know what's going on with that, but that seemed to start just fine. Alright, let me go get a scan tool and run through this and see if we could find anything funny going on, or if we could do a fuel pressure check or whatever, but seems to start just fine to me. Alright, so as far as the horn not working, let's see if I can get you in there. saw it. If you look, let's see, right about there where my finger is, there's a wire disconnected. Okay, so I couldn't get a good shot before, but basically, if you look right down there, see the horn is unplugged. So that explains why the horn's not working. So let's get this on there. Okay, now I know why it's unplugged. All right, give me a minute, let me see what's going on. All right, so. Huh? No, okay, so we got the horn plugged up, and there you go. Tell him, Aries. Okay, so there's two 10mm screws, bolts go in the side of the airbag. Pop that out. Negative terminal on the battery is off. So I pulled this off, and you can see somebody else has been in here and beat this thing all up. You can see all this over here. I'm not exactly sure what happened. And there's a loose screw right there. So let's get that turned in, see what happens. All right, it's tight. It's tight. Anything down here? Nothing down there. Okay, now, not exactly sure which one of these is the horn contact. Let's see, let me try. I'll put you guys down for a second. That whole assembly's got to come off to get this out. We're not doing that. Okay. I did find this is obviously my horn contact. Tell you what, let me hook the battery back up. Alright, so I hooked the battery back up. No matter where I press on here, it kind of skips and then comes back on. So I think the only other thing I could do get a Torx and pull this off and see what happens, see what I find. Alright, so I got the horn button assembly out, and what it looks like, there's these four contacts, these gold brass contacts, and then on this piece itself we got the same contacts. So let me take a look and see if I can find out why this thing is not releasing or is too close. So what I ended up finding was, see this contact right here? That's when you push the button. Well, this was kind of just there, like just the smallest of air gaps. So it was causing a connection problem with the horn. So I was originally going to have them order this whole piece and then another airbag, but what I found, I took a adjustable wrench here and just slightly pried back on it like that. So now you can see and hear the difference. And of course, you know, I hooked the battery up, verified that that was the fix. So that's the fix. So now we'll stick this guy back on here. We got our 210s that go right into this hole right here. Let's see what I'm working on. I'll put you down. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. Now, as far as that long crank problem, once I hook the battery back up, I'll get back to that. And it's a little fiddly. Get this in the right position. Get that bolt started. Yeah, it does. Alright, I'll get the other one in. Alright, let's hook up the battery, and then it's lunchtime. Good. Okay. We're going to call that fix done for no dollars. We won't be needing that anymore. All wiring tucked up. New battery cables, new spark plug wires. Down underneath there is your Holley. Alright, here's the best part. Throw away that starting fluid now. Hey, all right guys, so the 67 F100 is done, ready to go home. This was Holley Sniper. I said projection earlier in the video, I misspoke, but it's a Holley Sniper system, new Pro Billet MSD ready to run distributor, full painless wiring harness front to back. Came out really well. Very happy with the way it turned out. I'll take you inside and show you some of the things that are going on in there. So basically in here, ended up adding a brake controller. I have a switch there for backup lights and work lights. I have a voltmeter because it doesn't have one, but it also has two USB ports built into it. And then we also have straight out 12 volt outlet. Again, very happy with the way it turned out. The way it runs is pretty good. There is no neutral safety switch on this thing, but I'll show you the Holley firing up. And that thing's stone cold. Hasn't run in a day. gonna let this settle down. And this this touchpad here is actually going to live in the glove box. I just have it here so that I can show him when he gets here to pick it up, you know, what to look for, what he's reading on it. Once it's warmed up, the IAC drops down to 8%, and the RPM is going to go to about 850, which is where I have it set at. So very, very happy. You can see the fuel ratio is doing pretty good. Yeah, just all in all, everything went great. It took longer than I wanted to, but everything went great. But yeah, you can see the IAC dropping down, the idle dropping. And out back, there's our work lights, and then down underneath you can see the reverse lights. One of them anyway. But wiring's all tucked up nice and neat. Nothing's in the way. Here under the hood you can see there's our Holley. Wiring's all tucked up nice and neat. Had to put a new starter on it. That took a crap when I went to go start it. New plug wires. The billet ready to run distributor. Wiring down this side, wiring going down under the truck. Everything's in loom and taped and wire tied and looking pretty good. Fuel lines are coming off the back of the motor. Back there. Yeah, all good stuff. So I took it out, put some miles on it. Took it out into the backfield, did some donuts with it. That's the test of whether or not anything works around here. Today's Sunday. It's a nice quiet day in the shop. Nothing's in either one of the bays. Very hot though. It's like 11:30 and already it's 95 degrees. But anyways, we're gonna have more updates coming. We got a lot more restoration work coming up. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm glad to be back on YouTube, and you know, we'll see you guys later. Until we see you next time, peace.